Tape alert, tape alert, tape alert, tape alert.
It's Tapealert, hottest in the city. We got a rising artist coming out of New York City, Young SCRAPZ.
It's a fact,
Let's get it. All right, so let's just get straight to it. Tell us what part of New York you from.
Far Rockaway, Queens, New York.
Far Rock.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Say that. Shout out Far Rock. Shout out Far Rock. All right, quick question on growing up on Far Rock. How was it growing up there? What part of Far Rock are you actually from? Because with different artists, it's like some I know they live in the P, some being like the communities, like how it's set up out there is kind of different. You be in the hood right here, and 2 blocks over it'll be different type of crib.
Yeah, I'm from the jungle, 26th Street.
Okay.
It's like Little Compton over there. Like we like the only jets that's not like projects. Like we just houses and niggas that just come to the block type shit. Like.
Okay. And you always been out there?
That's a fact. Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Alright, and let's get into like your upbringing, coming up when you was from. How was it growing up in there? Where you was from? Is it low income, mid income? Like, give us a background of coming.
It was
from.
low. It was low. I mean, that's what forced everybody to do what they had to do and type shit.
Facts.
It was definitely low.
Facts.
That's a fact.
And another thing about there, is it different type of artists coming out of there? How was it as far as with the music wise, tapping into music and getting into it in the neighborhood? Is it different artists? How is it comp there?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, well, we had the late greats, Stack Bundles. We had Chinx Drugz.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And I mean, everybody that came before us still. Like, we had Mike Mills, we had Bino, we had fucking,
Shout out to Bino.
you know what I mean? All them niggas, you know what I mean? So, they was opening the door and shit, you feel me? Like, doing them and shit, but you know, shit happens and shit like that. So, niggas gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna sit around and wait type of shit, so.
That's fire. And the thing about Far Rock, right? I want to talk about it because you speak of Stack Bundles, you know, Chinx. Your style is very different.
Yeah.
It's a different Get Money style out there. Can we talk about that? Like, where does that come from? Like with Far Rock, what makes it so different? Just give us one out there.
Well, I don't know. From me, I can't tell you about niggas and shit like, but my shit is the truth. So it's, I mean, that's easy for me. Like, I mean, that's where my shit comes from. Like, just easy speaking. Like, it's nothing hard. It's nothing hard about it. You feel me? When you come up how we came up, I can't tell you about mad other niggas in Far Rock and what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
But me and my niggas, like, it's different. It's different coming from my side. It's different. That's a fact.
That's real. That's real. I like how you said that. Speaking the truth. You feel me? Real gonna always recognize real. I got a question. Like, get more personal with you. Were you raised with both parents growing up?
Nah, just my moms.
Okay.
Yeah, just my moms. You know, my dad was in jail and shit like that. You know what I mean? She had, it was 4 of us, 4 boys, and she had 2 girls. So, it was hard. Like, yeah, man.
That's a fact. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you said Pops was locked up. And
Yeah,
that's
at the time, yeah. Then he came back home, though. He had to get his shit right. You know? Just like a nigga, I mean, you gotta get your shit right before you take care of anybody else. You feel
That's
me?
a fact.
So I respected that, too.
That's a fact.
I mean, because he's still around to this day. I mean, he helped me out,
okay.
do what I gotta do and shit like that.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah, that's a fact.
Real nigga shit. That's what's up. Back to your personal. What is your ethnic background for those that don't know?
Shit, my shit crazy, son. We fucking Indian. Well, I'm Indian, black, white, Irish, and Spanish type shit. You know what I mean? My fucking brothers is Spanish and black, and my sisters is mixed all type shit too. So it's just crazy. You feel me?
Right. That's crazy.
Bunch of munch.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. All right. And another personal question: did you grow up religious or not? What did you grow up into? Or believing in God or not?
I ain't gonna lie, I always believed God, you feel me? I always believed God growing up. I wasn't religious. I used to always go to church and shit, like coming out, like I was an NSD and shit like that, so you was forced to do that shit. You know what I mean? But would I go to church? Nope. I like the word though, you feel me? When you go to church, like I could go for 40 minutes and listen to the word. The word is basically like, if the preacher is good or not, like they interpret it to for the day type shit or the week. You feel me? That guides you throughout the week. So I go for that. But I leave when they start doing all that other shit. And I pay my little money in the bell and I walk out. That's it.
Yeah, I feel you. And I liked how you tap into that. That's real. That's real right there, man. Man of the word. All right, we're gonna continue on, right? I want to ask you some questions about the pandemic, real quick. 3 questions on that, right? First thing, how did the pandemic affect your career, if any way? Positive or negative?
Positive, actually. And I mean, me get locked in with myself a little bit more. You feel me? Instead of chasing outside and shit like that, every second I locked in with myself. I mean, I do mad shit. From that time of locking in.
Yeah. It got you to spend more time on the personal, even with working on music and other things.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that. That's what's up. Okay. How did the pandemic affect your family, if any way?
It really didn't. It really ain't.
Nobody died, nothing crazy.
Nah.
Okay, well, I'm thankful for that. You taking the vaccine, or you vaccinated or not? Are you taking it?
I'm not taking that shit. I'm not vaccinated. And I don't plan on to do that shit. You feel me? I gotta really be forced to do that shit. You feel me? Like, but I don't think nobody should be making nobody take nothing they don't want to take. You feel me? That's how I feel about that. I see people blogging about losing their life about this shit. Fuck, I'm gonna take that shit for gamble.
No, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you. It's all type of stuff when it comes to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna tap in, get into your career in the beginnings, right? On the first thing we wanna ask, what first got you into music?
My brothers.
Okay.
And shit like that. Cause I used to a lot of them and shit, like play like J Hood freestyles on the radio. I used to have it on tape, and I used to be like, that's me right there. He used to be jacking that shit. He was jacking that shit. I felt bad because I used to go tell their friends like, yo, my brother rapping and shit. Hey, my brother rapping. He's like, yo, I told all my friends about your shit you made. I'm like, word.
Right. And quick question, let's take us back. At what age at what time around was that?
Shit, I was like probably 13 turning 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah, it's around that time.
Alright, so when did you start getting into it, into like your first song and your first track?
Like 14. 14 years old.
14?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's when you wrote your first song. Do you remember anything of that first song, or?
Yeah, I remember it.
You give us a little 4 bars. That first song.
Yo, what the fuck was that first shit? No, I made
like
some.
a line or 2.
A line or 2. It was just like whipping it, whipping it, whipping it. I was doing some shit like that.
Yeah, cause I feel you right on the first song, fucking with it. And, that's fire though. I fuck with it. All right, and what inspired you to make music? What inspired you to take that route? Or like, yo, I'm gonna do this music thing.
You know, like trying to get a way out too. You know, of doing something I'm good at. You feel me? And fucking my family. You know what I mean? My uncles, everybody. Like I just grew up around that shit. You feel me? And I always knew that's what I wanted to do. So
that's fire.
Yeah,
that's definitely fire. All right. How would you describe the music that you create? How would you describe it? What would you put yourself? Are you versatile? Are you in this box of this? What lane are you in?
Yeah, I think I'm more of a versatile lane, like an artistry type shit. You feel me? Like I consider my music like I think my shit is the mood music, like mood music.
Okay, explain that.
Like every one of my songs, it's not like my shit is like, I don't think my shit is trash. You feel me? Like my shit, and you might not be in that mood. But if you skip to the next one, you might be like, oh, you feel me? Not taking away from that song. Yeah. Because you go back to 2 days, now that you heard that, and you be in a whole different mood. You listen to that, like, oh, this shit is fire. Okay. So I just make like a lot of shit on moods.
That's fire. And I like how you say mood music, because we could be in different moods at any time. You might feel sad, you might feel happy, you might feel this way. So you got a lot of different things that can tap in with different people. And I shout out to that. That's what's up. I definitely like that movement.
That's what's up.
Quick question. How has the internet, right, in a way, like with Instagram and social media, how does that impacted the career, the music business in a positive or negative way? Let's explain on that.
Okay, that was a good question. It was like, I think the internet got like pros and cons with this shit, you feel me? Like, it made niggas gotta it confused everybody at a point. You feel me? Like niggas ain't know what to do at one time. You feel me? But when there was no internet and shit like that, you knew what you had to do. You feel me? You knew what you had to do already. So it's just pros and cons with that shit, man. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like it helped me a little bit too more. You feel me?
Nah,
like,
and I feel you because like the reason why I said because the internet it's like a great way of promo. You feel me? It's free. The internet is like compared to back in the day on them getting out of the trunk with the CDs. With the internet now, it's easier for us to get our music out to the world.
But now that shit make it broadcasters a million other people doing that shit. Meanwhile, when you was grinding out the trunk, you would hear about it from the streets. You feel me? Like you hear a little kid coming in your house with a CD.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you just play the shit. You feel me? Like that is the shit that's
missing.
Yeah, that grinding. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because the internet could portray anybody as grinding. You feel me? You can go do a good video.
Right.
Get some views, whatever the fuck you gonna do, and it just look like you working. You
right.
feel me?
And then another thing, a lot of people could also pay for views. You know what I'm saying? That's a different thing, but you know what I'm saying? Or like in a way, like yo, you could just do this or make it look this way if you put this amount of money behind it.
Yeah, that's a
so
fact.
it changed the whole game. But I feel you on that. I had to ask about the internet though. This is more on how much for a feature.
For a feature?
Yes, somebody wants to do
I wasn't really like tapping into that shit right now. Cause I'm still working on my shit, you feel me? Like if a nigga working just as hard as me, like I do that shit for free, you feel me? But if it's not bringing nothing to the table towards what I'm doing, we could work something out, you feel me?
When it's just like cause it's all different type artists, like how you say that. If someone's generating traction, you're generating traction, let's get on the track together, we could make that happen. But then it might be someone that's just a fan of music, like, yo, I just want to get on this track, they want to get your fans.
You feel me?
And that's someone you could work out a price.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I feel you.
Tape alert, tape alert, tape alert, tape alert, tape alert.